Guys, welcome back to another video on this channel, and today I am telling you the story about how I got my first after school detention. Now this story takes place about 3 years ago when I was in year 7 and going to school in England. I used to think school was really hard back then, but now looking back I realized that it was really easy. Like, I used to have a lot of fun. I used to mess around in class and just have a fun time. Now it's more serious. I wish I could go back actually, it would be really fun. So anyway, back to the story. The story starts at the end of lunchtime. Now I had just got my lunch because the canteen line had finally gone down. So that's why I decided to get my lunch at this time. I even remember what I got. I got pasta. And this pasta wasn't just normal pasta. This was pasta with sauce. And this sauce was so good. Because the canteen served 5 types of sauces. I actually can't remember all the names, but I think 3 of them were just normal plain sauces with like oregano and basil and stuff like that. Then there was 2 other sauces, one with sausage and one with meatball. I got the one with meatball, and that was a really rare thing to get. So I was super hyped to get it since it was near the end of lunchtime as well. So I got my pasta and I went outside and I started talking to my friends. Now one of my friends, he was doing kick-ups. Some people call it juggling, especially when you kick a football up and down for as many times as you can. And he was doing it in the school courtyard, where it clearly said, no balls. There were signs everywhere that said this, but he just decided to do it anyway. I don't know why. I don't know if he saw the signs or not. He claimed that he didn't see the signs after. So yeah, the idiot that he is, he messes up and he kicks the ball into me. And the pasta pot spills all over me. Well, half of it goes on me, and the other half remains in the pot. Now I do what any normal person would do, and I threw the rest on him. And it felt good, to be honest. It felt really good. But he didn't take it the same way. So he went straight to the teacher, and I thought the teacher was just going to say like, clean it up and don't do it next time. You should have come to us instead of retaliating. I hate when teachers say that though. That's what I thought she was going to say, but then she was like, no, this is a very serious matter. We're going to have to take it seriously. I'm going to have to call your parents and stuff, and they're going to have to come into school so we can talk about this punishment. I was really scared at this point, because I was scared of what my parents would do to me when they found out this is what I did. We weren't even allowed to go to class. We had to stay in the teacher's office, but she let us go to the toilet so we could clean ourselves up. Cleaning ourselves up took about 5 minutes, so then we went back to the office, and then they said, oh, we got your parents on the phone and we've got like a meeting scheduled for like next Monday. So for the rest of the day I was scared because I was wondering what my parents would do to me. So then finally I went home, and then I told my parents the story of what happened word for word, and you know what, they actually didn't mind. They thought that I just did what anyone would do, so they weren't really angry at me. The people they were angry at was the school, because the school said I deserved a suspension for what I did. A suspension for throwing food on someone. And you know what? This isn't even the worst bit. The worst bit is that the other guy didn't get anything. He got off scot-free. He was breaking the rules and he was kicking the ball in the courtyard, but he got nothing, and I got suspension. So yeah, my parents were really angry at this. So during the meeting, my parents were arguing with the teacher saying, why do I get suspension when the other guy gets nothing? That's not really fair. I should be getting less stuff, he should be getting more stuff. How can he not have anything when he was breaking the rules? Stuff like that. Then the teacher was saying like, oh well, I shouldn't have retaliated, I did the wrong thing. But still, the other guy still broke the rules, but he's still getting nothing. After like an hour, the teachers finally said, okay, we'll give him an after school instead. But my parents were still like, well, what's the other guy gonna get? Then they were still like, oh, nothing, he didn't do anything wrong really. So then my parents kept arguing, and finally the school decided to give that guy a detention. Not an after school, just a normal detention. My parents were still angry at this, but they decided to just go with it because this is the best they're gonna get anyway. So yeah, I ended up getting an after school detention, and he ended up getting just normal detention. But the thing is, I actually really enjoyed the after school detention. It was really fun. It was on the only hot day in England, so it was really fun. And the teacher, he was chill. He didn't even care. When we got to the after school detention room, he just asked us why we got an after school detention, and I explained to him my story, and he actually laughed. He thought it was funny. Then he asked me where the other guy was, and then I said, oh, he just got a normal detention. Then he said, oh, that's not fair. So I was like, yeah, even this teacher thinks it's not fair. So yeah, but the detention was really fun actually, because the teacher, he didn't really care what we were doing. He was helping another student with his woodwork homework. So I was just playing games and he didn't even care. So yeah, it was really fun. And that is the story of how I got my first after school detention. It's my only after school detention that I've got so far anyway. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like because I would really appreciate it, and if you didn't, leave a dislike, but tell me why you didn't like the video in the comments so I can try and improve. And if you're new around here, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. You know what? My school is really dumb, and I'll tell you why. Just listen. So in every school you have the lesson sport. Well, I'm pretty sure in most schools you have the lesson sport. And at my old school in Western Australia, you were allowed to wear sport for the whole day whenever you had sport, and you didn't have to change in and out of it. But now, in this dumb school, you have to change in and out of it whenever you have the lesson.